Welcome back to Havana Media. My name is Boniface Owino, and as usual, I'm going to be your host for today. Now, I have something to say here, and before I go on, I want to ask this question: that is it right, or is it in a position? Is it good that while others are trying to fix the country, others are also supporting the person that is taking that is taking this country into the bad direction?
Yeah, I think we should sing one song. Bwana usema haya, Bwana rafiki yangu ewe, katika safari yangu tatembea na wewe pamoja na wewe katika safari yangu tatembea na wewe pamoja na wewe katika safari yangu tatembea na wewe mali hapa sikutaka ili niheshimiwe, kutema shaka sawa sawa na wewe, pamoja na wewe, pamoja na wewe katika safari yangu tatembea na wewe, niongoze safari mbele unichukue mlangoni mwa mbinguni niingie na wewe pamoja na wewe katika safari yangu tatembea mahali hapa sikutaka ili niheshimiwe, na yani kutema shaka sawa sawa na wewe pamoja na wewe katika safari yangu tatembea na wewe.
Like for instance, ACK Church and Catholic Church. Right now, if you try to look at the churches that are against the rulership or the leadership of William Ruto, are those two churches. Now, today, I wondered, I was shocked if when the Pentecostal church leaders decided to go and meet William Ruto at the State House. And William Ruto made a statement on his tweet, and this is what he says, that religious faith and the state serve the same people and have always worked together in ensuring national cohesion and providing social services, including education, health, and helping the vulnerable. We commit to maintain this partnership. Hosted evangelical and Pentecostal church leaders, State House, Nairobi, who were led by Redeemed Gospel Church presiding Bishop Kefa Omai. Now, I'm not a prophet, but let me say this: that you're seeing the bishop of Kefa of Redeemed Gospel, that is Bishop Kefa. Bishop Kefa is going to have a lot of problems with Kenyans because people like Ole Sapit, people like okay, everybody has got what they believe in. That is what I can say. That every church and every person knows what they believe in and what they trust in, and that is why you even saw some. That is why you even saw some PEFA church bishop and pastors saying that they will not return the money. They will not return the money because they know that this money can help them. But others also have got what they believe in. They believe in that when they take this money can help in doing other things. Instead of bringing it to Kenyans, instead of bringing it to church. And they say that bringing money to church is not a problem. The problem is you are coming, you are shouting, telling us that you brought us 5 million, blah, blah, blah. That is the problem. Taking your offering, your tithe in church is no problem. But now the problem is when you start announcing, you start mentioning. You know, when you mention that you brought 5 million and there is someone who slept hungry, it doesn't make sense. Are you seeing? So these Pentecostal pastors and bishops and apostles, why is it that instead of trying the level base to join hands with these other church leaders, they are now supporting William Ruto? Why? Why can't they just join hands with these people? And you know, William Ruto is very funny. William Ruto is I don't know how William Ruto convinced them and made them start. This is just a pretense. I don't know. This one is just a pretense. I've never seen such kind of thing. That instead of supporting your fellow pastors, your fellow bishops, your fellow apostles, to fight against what is draining the nation. You know, something I normally say is that these pastors, they go to State House. These bishops, these apostles, they go to the State House. They enjoy. They are given the brown envelope, like this one that I have here. Now, after being given such brown envelope, now it is theirs. They're not taking it to church. That is theirs. They don't care whether their church congregants are suffering or not. But one thing I know for sure is that most of these church congregants, some of them normally sleep hungry, some of them normally have got problems in paying rent. But now their church leaders, now somebody like Margaret Wanjiru, right now she's very silent. And we don't know how her church is faring. She doesn't even care whether there's someone who slept hungry. But instead, now she's in the government. Instead of telling President, I think that we need to do this so that at least everybody can be on the same page. Well, let us do this. They don't do that. After receiving what they want, after receiving what they're supposed to receive, they go silent. This is very wrong, and we all need to condemn this. That pastors, and you know, that is why I normally ask this question every now and then. That what is the stand? What is the position of church in Kenyan politics? After we've known the stand of the position of churches in Kenyan politics, we'll come to understand the reasons to why churches are not supposed to associate themselves with these politicians. Because once you associate yourself with these politicians, it will be very difficult for you to condemn what they're doing. Like for instance, right now, all these pastors that went to the State House today, it will be very difficult for them to condemn what William Ruto is doing. And that is why you realize that, if you're very keen, you realized that during the time of Ole Sapit, when Ole Sapit supported William Ruto, and then William Ruto started doing negative things, it took time for Ole Sapit to stand and correct William Ruto. Why? Because he had got the brown envelope. He had already been given something. So he was finding it difficult to resist or to say what William Ruto is doing is to condemn William Ruto. Because at the end of the day, we will be asked, okay, you are condemning me. I gave you money. So what are you saying? And we should stop this narrative, this issue of being bought. You know, there's no need of being bought like you're given some little change. Now you are someone who is different. You know, you are against others. Let us stop this. So it is time for these church pastors and church leaders to stand. I'm saying this and I'll say it again. I love Apostle Nganga. Why am I saying that I love Apostle Nganga? Because this apostle normally stands for the truth. Just the other day, you heard him talking about Bill Gates. And he said very well that Bill Gates lives in he has been given a house. He comes in Kenya freely. Nobody charges him. Nobody questions him. Nobody questions whether Bill Gates is in the country or not. Why? Because they know the project that they want to do with the government. And the government is supporting him. Now, tell me, one of these pastors, if he will stand and say what Apostle Nganga is saying, will it be very easy for him to say? It will be difficult because they have been given money. So suppose they are condemning these and they're not giving money, they don't even need the money like Apostle Nganga, they can stand and say that what the government is doing is wrong. Now, even during the time of the Gen Z's demonstration, how many pastors stood with the Gen Z's? How many pastors stood with the Gen Z's and corrected the government, condemned the government and said that this one should not be done, this one should be done? How many of them? Very few. Very few of them did that. Why? Because most of them had been corrupt, had been given money, and they didn't even care about their congregants. So let the congregants suffer, but our pockets are full. I don't know what to think, by the way, concerning this meeting of pastors with William Ruto at the State House. For me, I didn't see it right. I didn't see it right. It is something that should be condemned. This is something that needs to be condemned by all means. It needs to be condemned that pastors should maintain their line of speaking the truth. Let them not mix with William Ruto. Let them not mix with the government, and most of the rogue government. Let them not mix with this rogue government. Now, this person abused you. Yaani mimi unashangaa, huyu mtu amewatusi, akasema kwamba nyinyi ni pepo, nyinyi sijui ni kina nani, amewaita majina mengi, alafu baadaye jamaa mtu mwenyewe anawaita na nyinyi mnaenda pale ambapo yupo. How stupid is that? Like, this person abused you. And then at the end of the day, you come to, again, you're going to where this person is. Is it? So it's, in short, let me say this, that in short, these pastors that went to William Ruto, so they were called by William Ruto. They were not pastors who were called by God. They were not, okay, even the Bible says that many are called but few are chosen. I think that is what I can say. That many are called but few were chosen. So these ones were called. That is why they've decided. Okay, it's I don't know, but I don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk negatively about these pastors. But it is very wrong. It is very wrong. It is very wrong. Very, very wrong. Very wrong. I love. I'll say this and I'll say this over and over again. I love Apostle Nganga with one thing: standing for the truth without minding anybody's business. And that is why he normally says that mind your own business. After all, guys, that is all I have for today, and that is just my thought. Let me also know what you think at the comment section. But just a reminder, if we are meeting for the first time, don't forget to take a minute, click the subscribe button. You can also like, share, and drop me a comment at the comment section and tell me what you think and where you're watching this video from. Until we meet again in the next video, if it is possible, I have been your host, Boniface Awino. Bye bye.